Namaste and welcome to my channel Venu Vidya. Yes friends, as written in caption, anybody can play flute. Friends, first of all, please join me to celebrate the birth anniversary of Pannalal Ghosh, who is said to be father of Indian classical flute. Friends, in today's episode, we will focus on blowing the flute, holding the flute, and playing different notes. Before we start, let me introduce myself. Namaskar, I am Prasad Sathe, working as a senior technician with Reliance Industries since more than 25 years. Friends, my bread and butter is being taken care by Reliance Industries, but the care of my blood and breath has been taken care by this wonderful art of playing flute since my childhood, you can say. My parents always reminded me that I never asked for a balloon from local vendors, but always asked for a flute. And this love towards flute was noticed by one of good friends of my father, Shri Vasantraoji Bhonde, who was that time a staff artist as a flutist at All India Radio, Akashvani Ahmedabad, Vadodara. And he tried to teach me flute. He asked my father and gave me one flute also and tried to teach me something. But unfortunately, I was just a kid and I could not learn anything. On the contrary, I broke the flute given by him and always kept my face hiding from him. Eventually, school started. Naturally, my parents thought that I should concentrate more towards earning, not on the hobby. So, they didn't allow me to play flute during school time. After completion of my matriculate, after SSC examinations, in the vacation, they put me to Shri Pradeep Marjani, who was one of the senior-most disciples of Shri Vasantraoji Bhonde, who later on learned from Pandit Vijay Raghav Rao also. But there also I could not learn much. Then I got admission in Diploma Engineering. During college time I joined Sangeet Sadhana Kendra, Fatehganj, Vadodara. There I learned some tunes also, some ragas also. But unfortunately I could not learn flute properly. At around my age of 25 years, one of most favorite disciple of Pannalalji Ghosh, Shri Rasbiharji Desai, came from Mumbai to Baroda to pass his retired life. And I thought that he have come to Baroda to teach me flute. And I grabbed that opportunity. He nourished me. He showed me how to hold the flute, how to blow the flute, how to play the notes correctly. He took many pains and taught me only Alapi of Rag Yaman for 13 continuous years. Later on, due to his old age, he could not listen or see. So I took his permission and pleaded Pandit Nityanandji Haldepur, who was the most fortunate artist from India, who started learning directly from Pannalalji at his age of 8 years only. You can say that he learned flute sitting in lap of Babuji. I don't have words to praise Guruji, his love towards me. Since then, since he accepted me as his disciple, He is nurturing me like anything. In conversation with Guruji, he told me that Panna Babuji had carried out one complete photo session to show how the ideal grip for the flute is to be, how it is to be blown. Some 80 years ago, and I was literally astonished to see the vision and dedication of Babuji. To give him homage, I also started teaching, and eventually I developed some techniques to show how to blow flute. Let us see then a simple technique. Friends, all of us must have played Cap of the Pen in our school times, just like this. We have to blow the flute similarly. The only difference is that the cylinder attached to the hole where we are blowing and making a whistle is parallel in case of Cap of the Pen, and in case of flute it is exactly perpendicular. This is blowing hole of the flute and this is its axis, and this flute is perpendicular to it. Is that clear? Now what you have to do, just put your index finger here and mark it. Now close this blowing hole with help of your lower lip at the point where we had put the finger. Now let the flute roll down and blow. No sound is coming. Why? Let us see then. Friends, you must have used litmus paper to find the liquid is acidic or basic. Here also we are going to make use of a simple paper. This one. Now what should be the intensity of your blow? It should be just this much. The paper is just to be gently go away from you. We don't have to blow like this. No, not that way. Now, for blowing the flute, we just have to make a fine gap between our lips, just as this. Let us see it close up. Now, you have to blow apparently 60 degree below datum, that is ground level. So friends, put your index finger on your lip, lower lip, at the middle, mark that point, remember it. Now close the blowing hole of your flute by that point. Now let the flute roll down and gently a fine blow into the flute and this way. Okay, it's making sound. Now press your flute on your chin. Now put your thumb just opposite to your chin. And press it. Now put your index finger on highest surface of the flute, just like this, 2 inch away from your blowing position, this way. Now Let your thumb slide on the length of flute such that your index finger closes first hole of the flute. Now here, when all holes are open, you are able to play Tivra Madhyam of the flute. Now close the first hole. This is your Gandhar. Go. Gama Gama. Now let this flute, this hole remain closed, and put middle finger of your hand on second hole. That is Re. Re Ga Re Ga. Now next hole is for Sa. Next one is Ni. Ni Sa Ni Sa. Dhani Dhani. Pada Pada. Ma Pa Ma Pa. Still your blow is not that much loud. Now what we have to do, just tilt your flute away from your shoulder, just like this. Now it has become quite louder and your hand can be moved very easily. Ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ma pa da ni sa re ga ma. So friends, when we are actually blowing the flute, that time a vibrating column is being generated in this cylinder. Now what is inside the flute actually? Is there any vibrating membrane? Let us see. I have cut one of my old flute to show you how the flute is being played and what's its interior design. This is blowing hole. Now here one cork is provided which avoids the air which we blow to go this side, and this is dead end of the flute, and this one is open end. Now this hollow cylinder is the main thing which is generating the vibrating column of the air. When you are blowing, we are blowing from here, that time a complete whirl is being set up in this flute. When we are playing Tivra Madhyam, that all holes are open, that time length of the vibrating column is this much. Then when we proceed further, the length of vibrating column of the air is this much. For Rishabh, this much. Shadj, this much. Nishad, this much. Dhaivat, this much. And Pancham, the whole length, or up to the Tivra Madhyam's hole, and Pancham full length. Now friends, this Tivra Madhyam which we played, very few people know that this is invention of Pannalalji Ghosh, and people called it as Dhruva Madhyam, as this invention put Panna Babuji at a level of a Dhruva Tara, that is North Star, and made his position in field of music as immovable. So friends, this is all for today. I hope you liked my presentation. Please like, share, subscribe and ask people to subscribe and like my channel. Till next episode, happy practicing and Jai Guru. Dhanyavad.